business consultant. Today, I would love to share a little message with you titled Recovery, and I hope it impacts you in a way. The world has been through a lot in the past 2 years, and we are now returning gradually to normalcy. We have lost loved ones, we have lost our parents, our friends, our husbands, sisters, brothers. But it hasn't been easy on all of us. Gradually, we hope that things will become better. But on the journey to that, we all need to realize that we are not an island and everyone depends on each other to survive and thrive. During the pandemic, we all came to a conclusion that, if not all, but some of us came to a conclusion that the world does not evolve around our timing, but anything can happen at any time. And we need to have in mind that since this pandemic came up, our lives have changed without us even planning for that. And it has impacted us, some negatively and some positively. This pandemic has taught us that as an individual, you need to live your life with a plan. And when the plan doesn't come up or come out as you had put it out, what next do you do? When negative things hit you, what do you do? Who are your support system? And that's when your recovery comes in. Whatever we go through, we are not an island. We need each other to thrive and also become who we have to be and live our purpose. For me, I found solace in sharing and reading the Word of God, which support me so much to recover through everything that had happened. I had family support and I had friends I could go to in my support system. As an individual, you need to have the support system. At least 5 people you can count on when you are going through the meal. It is not pleasant for you to find yourself in a situation where you don't have anybody to speak to or to support you when things are getting difficult. But for you to recover, you need people to be there for you. And these support systems can come from your friends, your loved ones, schoolmates, anyone that you have confidence in that when you open up to, they will be able to share in your pain and whatever you are going through. I have the support from friends, family, and everyone that I feel can be of help to me. I seek support from them. And it shouldn't always be friends and family and loved ones. You can seek support from the hospital as well, from your therapist or anyone that you feel you have confidence in to be able to live through your difficult phase. We shouldn't stay at one point for a long time. We should always remember that whatever has a beginning has an end. And whatever we go through, which does not support us to live well, we can seek support and also come out and recover fully. Recovery is possible. You cannot say that, I don't think I can ever go through this, or I can never come out of this and not be well like I used to. It is possible when you let yourself. Allow people to love you. Allow people to share in your pain. Allow people to identify with whatever you are going through. Open up yourself, but to the right people and at the right place and at the right time. And ask for help. Asking for help doesn't make you weak. It doesn't mean that you cannot stand on your own. It means that we are all vulnerable and we all need someone to look up to help us when we are down, and we need someone to hold our hands to lift us up. recovery is still possible. When you speak up about your difficulties and you ask people to be there for you and look out for you when you are going through them. Today, I share this message with you so that you know that whatever you are going through, it might be that not just this pandemic, but it might be a relationship problem, it might be your school, it might be work, anything at all that you are going through. Know that you can recover. It could be even an addiction. A lot of people are addicted in so many ways, and when we talk about addiction, it's not only about using drugs. Addiction comes in so many forms. Whatever it is that you are going through, know that you can recover. When you seek help, when you seek support, when you seek people who can be there for you and hold your hand through your journey of recovery. I encourage you that you are not alone. There are millions of people out there who are also going through what you are also going through. And they would love to identify with you. Find support groups. Find people who identify with your circumstance. And find people who are not judgmental and will judge you for whatever you are going through. Whatever you are going through, whatever is happening around your world, know that you are still not alone, and someone out there is waiting for you to hold your hand through your journey. And I know that when you open up, when you speak up, when you share your pain, when you share your struggles, I know there's someone there to help you in your recovery journey. I'm here waiting for you. If you want me to be that person to hold your hand, thank you. And I know that we will meet again, hopefully next year. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have you heard of this story about a mother who was able to lift a whole car to save her trapped son after an accident? Well, that is what I would call the power of reinvention after a setback. My name is Grace Kwashi, and I'm the author of I Kissed My Job Goodbye. I'm also an international speaker and a life possibility coach for African women. I'm so happy, proud, and fulfilled of how far I have come, more so of achieving my dreams, of empowering other women to let them know that they will be able to overcome their limiting beliefs and also achieve their dreams and access their possibilities. But what I want you to know is that this was not my life 6 years ago. It was August 2016, 10 a.m. when I received a phone call from my boss to come into a meeting. I was welcomed by a panel when I got to the meeting, and my boss spoke in a voice I've never heard her spoken before. Yes, I know what you are thinking. Just wait for me to end my speech. She said, Grace, I'm sorry. You are part of 200 people who are going home today. Yes, I just lost my high-profile banking job to redundancy. When I walk out of the meeting room, I felt like I've entered a tunnel full of darkness with no end. I was so much disappointed in myself that I was not able to rise up to the top of the corporate ladder. So I could inspire other women that, look, no matter what you go through in life, you can achieve your dreams. Because when I was 19 years old, I ran away from home. Yes, so that I could take myself to the university, if I can put it in that way. So when I lost a job, I also lost a dream. It wasn't until I created a transformation path for my life that was able to help me reinvent myself after I lost my job. There is a quote by a known author that says that the process of life is all about us reinventing ourselves at a certain stage of our lives to become the best version of ourselves after a setback. I so much believe that quote. But one thing we sometimes do is to make our setbacks stumbling blocks that stop us from achieving our dreams. And so I believe that reinvention is all about us shifting our mindset to what is possible for our lives after we experience a setback, and also using our full potential to become the best version of ourselves after our setback. So today, before I end my speech, I want to leave with you 3 empowering tips that anytime you hear the word reinvention, you will be able to harmonize it with the word setback. The first tip is shifting your mindset to your possibilities. And what do I mean by this? All that I'm saying is that release self-doubt and embrace self-belief. Know that whatever you have been through in life, you can come out of it and come out better. The second tip is for you to create a new roadmap for your life after a setback. And with this, I'll share 3 questions with you. In your quiet time, just think and give answers to them. The first question is, where are you now? I'm not talking about your physical location. What's your current status of your life? The third question is, where do you want to be? The future of you. The third question is, what do you need and who do you need to get to where you want to be? The third tip I want to leave with you is, just relax, sit back, and look deep down within you. What dreams, what desires have you left on the table because you experienced a setback? It is time for you to take action and reinvent yourself to become the best version of you. Of late, the current pandemic, COVID-19, has proved to us that we have all been through some sort of reinvention. Don't think too far. Just look at yourself. What the things that you are doing now. We are all working from home. Some of us have become social media experts. We are communicating on Zoom and all other apps. Who ever thought there was something like Zoom? Isn't this beautiful? As the harmony that we are all experiencing now after we have been through, or even still in the midst of this pandemic. So I want you to rise up and take action to experience your transformation through reinvention. By action, I mean type in the comment section wherever you are watching us from, action. Because life is too short for you to stuck yourself and feel miserable about whatever you have been through. And so, when you rise up and you take action to do whatever you have to do to experience your transformation, you will see how beautiful it syncs all together when we are talking about reinvention after a setback. Relax and enjoy the harmony that it brings. Thank you everyone for joining us today, and have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye-bye.
One thing that I've always been passionate about is using the art and power of speaking to influence people and generally to make them happy. Hello, I am Efo Koku Mauto, and I'm excited to join so many amazing speakers all around the world. Today, the 15th of March, 2022, as part of the World Speech Day, speaking on the theme, A New Harmony. I believe that the world is at a stage where we need to have a new harmony, a new direction, a new focus. And my focus is on turning the things that we love into the things that we do and earn our living from. But before we start, I want you to join me, to join many around the world to commiserate and empathize with our brothers and sisters in Ukraine and Russia who at this point in their life are undergoing a crisis that is unprecedented in the world. I believe that many of them have had their lives come to a halt because of the atrocities that are being caused by the war. I'm not here to play the blame game, but all I want to say is that I empathize with our young people, especially who are out there in Ukraine and Russia, trying to build a life for themselves, trying to find a new harmony. Passion is something that everybody has building up in themselves. Passion is a source of motivation. It's one thing that excites us. It's one thing that helps us to live our lives meaningfully. And that is why I am very interested, very keen on helping young people especially, and people of all ages for that matter, find their passion and live it. And I believe that no matter what, we can turn what we love to do into the things that we do for a living. Let's start with identifying what your passion is. Of course, you cannot turn something into another thing if you do not know it. So you need to know what your passion is. You need to be able to identify it. And how do you do that? You can do that by taking note of the things that you love to do, the things that excite you. A great speaker once said, your passion is that which you do the most with a little amount of effort. So find out the things that you enjoy doing, the things that excite you, that you do effortlessly and seamlessly. That can be an indication of what your passion is. Beyond that, you might want to listen to those around you. People commend you for doing things. People praise you for doing one thing or the other. And they encourage you to keep those things up. That might just be another indicator of what your passion is. So after you find out what your passion is, you need to find out how many people are interested in patronizing your passion. You need to find out whether there is a need or a want out there. One other thing is that a lot of the time people do not know what they need or what they want. So as somebody who has a passion, you can help people identify that your passion answers a need or a want that they even thought was not present by creating demand for your passion. You want to move on to build skills around the passion. When you identify your passion, you need to build skills around. Let me give you an example. I love to speak. And as somebody who loves to speak, I have been able to build different skills around speaking. So I have built the skill of emceeing, I have built the skill of motivational speaking, I have built the skill of panel moderation, fundraising, teaching. All these are specific skills that surround the passion for speech or the passion for speaking. So you too should be able to identify, of course, the skills that surround your passion and be able to build those skills for yourself. Then you can certify or do what I call certification. You can certify your passion. You can go out there and learn to improve upon your passion. You can go out there and learn to add value to your passion. So you enroll in training programs. You take up educational courses. You might even want to go to school just to add a certificate to your passion, because you know the funny thing is this: people would only be willing to pay you to do what they need for them, for you to do what you love, if they know that you are a credible brand. And the best way to build credibility as a brand is to have certification for the things that you do. The next thing you want to do is to serve with your passion. Serve relevant people, serve relevant markets, serve potential customers, serve potential clients. When you serve these people for free without taking anything from them, or you serve them for peanuts, you sort of buy their love, you buy their loyalty. The next thing you want to do is to create services and product. People buy product, they buy services. People buy solutions that have been turned or that have been transformed into product. So just being passionate about public speaking, being passionate about football, being passionate about writing, being passionate about photography, being passionate about music is not enough. You need to have services. You need to have product that you have costed, that come with prices, that anybody who contacts you and says, look, I've heard that you're a great speaker, and so I want you to come and speak. You can tell them that when I speak for an hour, this is what I charge. And you can have the effrontery to build products and services because you have got the certificate, because you have built the skills, because you have served with your passion. And I'll give you a bonus tip. And this bonus tip is about marketing. People must know what you do. They must know what you love and know that you are doing it. And so after all, going through all the 7 stages of turning your passion into your profession, you of course need to market it. And today, you can market your skills, you can market your passion, you can market your business or whatever you do very, very well on social media. So of course, make sure you go out there and create your social media pages and learn how to market yourself to the relevant market, to the relevant audience, to the relevant people via social media and other marketing platforms that may be around. And I believe that when you're able to turn your passion into profession, you can go on to enjoy the new harmony that we are trying to create after the experience we've had with the pandemic. Go out there, be great, be yourself, and learn to turn the things that you love into the things that you do. I am Efo Kwaku Mauto.
Good morning, I'm Dr. Emoliveira, CEO of All's Modern Soul Franchise. Today, my speech is on the title, The Cycle of Respect. People have different ideas of the meaning of respect. Sometimes, respect is synonymous to the act of admiration towards an important or inspirational personality. Other times, respect refers to the deference towards a figure of authority, like a parent, relative, teacher, boss, or even a police officer. To recapitulate, there are 2 different types of respect. Respect for a person as a human being and respect for a person as an authority. Respect for others means treating everyone and everything with care. The golden rule is to treat others the way you'd like to be treated. This is showing empathy and kindness towards one another. In our nation, every person deserves respect, irrespective of their age, gender, tribe, religion, political affiliation, and social status. Every human being and nation, regardless of their power or strength, has a right to be respected. We should respect the law of our country. The respect towards government, our nation, our national anthem, our culture, and our national flag is indispensable. Respect is an unassuming, resounding force, that stuff that equity and justice are made of. It means being treated with consideration and esteem, and to be willing to treat people similarly. It signifies the regard for other people's feelings, listening to people and hearing them, giving them one's full attention. Even more importantly, respect means treating one with dignity. A person becomes 10 times more attractive, not by their looks, but by their actions of kindness, love, respect, honesty, and the loyalty they show. If you want respect from others, you first need to have self-respect. There is a need to maintain your integrity, add value, and give respect to get respect. Self-respect is the key to building confidence and maintaining healthy relationships with other people throughout your life. Self-respect is acceptance of yourself as a whole person. It is devoid of thinking you are perfect. In fact, we all deserve respect, although we are not perfect. You have worth and value just because you are you. Self-respect means you hold yourself to your own standards.
I am Patricia Jifamen Salakai, a communication and leadership coach. I'm the founder of Perissos Horizon and the host of the Perissos Horizon Chatroom series. I also published 2 books entitled Fearless, Fabulous and Flamboyant, and Untangling That Tongue, No More Fear of Public Speaking. As you're watching me, you may be wondering, what is she all about? I want to assure you all that no matter how big or small your dreams are, they are valid, they are valuable, and they're needed. Growing up, all I wanted to do was be part of the change process. I wanted to be part of activities, whether it was at school, in my church. I simply wanted to be part of something unique, something that was going to bring about some positive changes. And as I did all of these things, the things that I call hobbies, simply being part of a cultural group, being part of the tree planting club, being part of the choristers, and all of those things, I didn't know at that time that I was sowing seeds that were going to grow and become the passion that is now driving a lot of the things that I do. I began my journey as a Toastmaster over 10 years ago. I joined Toastmasters simply to hone and sharpen my leadership skills. I found out that though I was always enthusiastic and eager to be in teams, to work together with people, sometimes I was overbearing. I needed to make sure that if I was to lead people, I was able to recognize the potentials, the talents, the skills that others also had, and be able to give them the room and the space to bring their skills to bear. What that does is that it allows us to create synergy. It allows us to have inputs into all of the things that we're doing and make it even better. The results and the outcomes and the outputs that we're looking for becomes better. I mention all of these things because professionally, I am an administrator. As administrators, we're looking out for what goals we want to achieve at the end of the year. What are the goals that we want to achieve in 5 years? We set strategic plans. We coordinate, organize, we work towards finding improvements, having all of those total quality management inputs in making all of those goals come out. And what are those goals supposed to achieve? They're supposed to impact the lives of people. They're supposed to impact businesses, impact nations, impact our society positively. And so I want you to look at all of the things that you currently do. When I coach and mentor people, I help them to aspire for greatness. I help them to keep scaling higher heights. Because without taking those basic steps, those simple steps, without connecting to the things that you are already good at doing, and refining it so that you can use it better and use it together with what others also have, and be able to come out with something concrete that would make a difference in the lives of others, you wouldn't appreciate the value you bring to the table. We all have dreams. Whether your dreams are big or your dreams are small, they could be as small as how helping that friend of yours in class become better at the subject they're struggling in. They can be as little as giving your book to somebody who cannot purchase a book so that they can learn to improve on their own shortfalls. It can be as big as creating all of those dynamic changes in your organization or in your company that enables them to achieve and even excel at the goals that they have set for themselves for the year. We can't all have the best employee of the year awards. We can't all have the best awards for being the first and the best in our various fields of endeavors. But then every little difference that we're making adds on to what makes the world a better place. Today I want to encourage you, just like I wrote in my first book, be fearless, be fabulous, and be flamboyant. Fearless in the sense that you're ready to take some risk and come out of your comfort zone. Fabulous in the sense that you want to aim for the things that are of quality. You want to make sure that everything that you churn out has an excellent result at the end. You don't settle for less. You don't want to churn out shoddy work. You want to make sure that all that you're doing is bringing out the best version of you. You want to be flamboyant by telling your story, just as I am. It is never easy to tell your story because people have different perceptions and you don't know what these perceptions are. But forget about the naysayers. Forget about those who wrongly or negatively criticize you because they do not know your motive or your intentions. Be flamboyant by telling your story It would get to the ears of those who need to listen. And in the end, you are able to connect your energy to that of others and bring out even that better picture, that bigger picture that you are yet to see. See, we all have God-given talents, God-given potentials. We only need to take one step, come out of our fear, and it brings us closer to that end goal. We all enjoy celebrating great achievements and great achievers. What we do not know is that they all had fears. They were able to come to terms with their fears, admit their weaknesses, and to find ways in which they can be better, ways they can sharpen their skills. Sometimes we talk about finding a tribe, finding that support system. We won't all have 1 million followers or 2 million followers that will be there to support us to work towards our dreams. Sometimes it is just that one person, those 2 people within your family circles or your friend circles that believe in your dream and are ready to be part of your tribe. Don't look at how large or small your tribe is. Simply stay focused on that goal. What is that thing that you want to see change in your life, in the lives of others? What is that thing that you want to see realized so that your organization becomes better, so that your family stands out better, so that the lives of others are improved and made better? As we reflect on these and many more, I want to encourage you. You need to be bold. Develop your public speaking skills. Find your voice. Empower yourself so you can empower others. Thank you.
My name is Martha Mamletogo, the president of Man Blues Foundation and a human resource practitioner. I'm happy to speak on the topic, the value of quality relationships. I remember when I was in the Polytechnic, and in the final year, I had the opportunity of being in the class rep. But then in my final year, I could not pay my fees. And then I struggled a little, speaking to friends and all that. And then a friend of mine asked me, what's the problem? So I told my friend, I've not been able to pay my fees and we are about writing exams. So he told me, oh, I should have mentioned it earlier on to him, because they know how helpful I have been to them. So he opted that he was going to speak to one of the lecturers. And then he spoke to the lecturer. The next day, the lecturer called me to come for the money and the penalty that was with it. So it tells you the value of relationships and then how helpful it could be. We often say that money cannot buy love, but then just last month, everybody was in a haste trying to get a gift for their loved ones in order to build their relationships with them. So I remember that is last 2 years, 2020, during my national service at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. I met Mrs. Patricia Mensah-Lakai, and during our orientation, she oriented the national service personnel as well. And she told us to build relationships, to make us get interactive, where we got to know each other, because she believed that it is important that we build those relationships to help our future. So we got to know each other's background of study, what they do, like where they are from, where they stay, because she believed it will help us one day. And that has been my bedrock for building quality relationships. Before I could get the opportunity to work or to do my national service at Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center in the Human Resource Unit, there was one woman I met at church, and then she's a military officer. She became a friend, and she assisted me because I was always helping her with doing choices in the house, helping her daughter. So when I told her that I wanted to do my service. She said, "Oh, don't worry, I will assist you to get a place at the Ghana Armed Forces for your service." So she was able to put 1 and 2 together, and then I was able to do my service at the International Peacekeeping Training Center. So this tells us that every relationship or every individual we meet in this world has a role to play in our lives, and we have to make sure that we have good relationships with them. We have to make sure that we are able to do good to them, because you don't know where you are going to meet the person next. It could be your quality time, your effort, your good communication skills with each other, your advice, whatever way you could help your friends or your family or anybody around you. It helps to build a quality relationship. In this world, we all need each other. Ghana needs the rest of the African countries to grow. The world needs each other. I need you, you need me to help build a quality relationship. To conclude, I would like to say that you are because I am, and I am because you are. Therefore, let us try to build quality relationships that will help to advance everything